them to a pack of ravenous dogs. News about Hwang's troubles within Kim's regime emerged in mid-November when South Korea's spy agency reported the top aide and his deputy, Kim Wong-hong, were expelled from the military's General Political Bureau and punished. So it could be that he is assassinated, and it's believed that he kind of challenged Yoon in the direction that he was going with his nuke program and saying that this may not be a good move. And if you challenge the dear leader, well, how dare you? And that's just how it operates. Yes, you will play along with the dear leader, or you will be anti-aircraft artillery very quickly, or then fed to the dogs, or one or the other. The ousted White House aide, Omarosa Newman, has declared a black woman civil rights on Robin Roberts, calling the Good Morning America co-host petty for dissing her after an interview this past Thursday. Roberts fired the first shots when she snarked by following the segment with the Apprentice star, a quote from the 1995 film Friday that has become a popular dismissive put-down. That was petty. She was let go, by the way, from the White House. John Kelly let her go, and now basically she's feeling like this is a diss to blacks because now, she was an advisor making $180,000 a year, and a lot of folks did not know why she was being paid as much as she was being paid, but apparently she was friends with Donald Trump for 10 years. And she was the only one in the White House that was representing Black America. But don't forget, we have others, that may not be direct cabinets, but other African Americans out there. But the ratio is what they're making a big deal out of. That's going to be a bigger deal as time goes on about the representation of African Americans in the White House. I think that he could do a better job with perhaps having more diversity. And I know George Bush did with Connie Rice and others, but, just Ben Carson and one other is not good enough. And they're not immediately in the White House. So some more diversity was good, but just paying $180,000, again, Kelly couldn't justify. That's what a lot of basically summarizing a lot of the news stories and the political pundits of why Kelly let her go is because they couldn't justify the expenditure of $180,000 when nobody really knew, per se, what she did. So it's kind of hard to justify some of that stuff, cracking down on it, but we'll see. More is going to come out on this firing. And it could be made into a kind of a race thing. According to some insiders, she believes that the White House is discriminating. And she was discriminated for her comments and things like that. So we wish her well, Omarosa. I'm sure she'll be outspoken, and hopefully she doesn't go negative with the president. But my advice to Donald Trump and to Washington is so the left doesn't play this race game or this race card game. There's got to be somebody in the cabinet. Somebody should be in there. I mean, come on. Even Obama had number 2 as Joe Biden. That's Joe. Somebody else. Come on, man. Liven this thing up a little bit with some color. Let's have some more diversity. One thing you couldn't fault Obama for is that he had a lot of diversity. He also had NAMBLA people, your man-boy association in the White House, and a lot of real odd, nefarious actors that were in the White House there. But we're hoping that Trump really hears this and understands that African Americans want representation, minorities want representation, and you don't want to be the old party where you get considered, racist, and you don't want to have the appearance, and it's all about the optics in the White House. And I think that they really need to think through this a little bit clearer because, look, America's changed, folks. It's a little browner. It's a little darker in this country, and it's only fair that people feel a little bit more comfortable. I don't think it's all racist when you have more white people sometimes, but, the optics again in Washington, it's the people's house. And you have to have people that are qualified for the position, but you got to understand that there is certainly African Americans that are more than qualified for the position, and they need to be in the circle. They need to be in that house so there is not that complaint and that the optics look fair, and that there needs to be fair representation. And hopefully maybe Dr. Ben Carson, the neurosurgeon, in charge of HUD, which is doing a great job, can actually bring that up. I would imagine there's going to be some changes in 2018, even into the White House. There'll be some more resignations, and hopefully there'll be added some diversity programs on there. They're asking for diversity in the workplace all over the country for sensitivity and all these other things. The White House needs to do a better job doing this, and the Republican Party at large to do this all over, not even just a problem in the White House. This is For the People Weekend. I'd like to hear from you at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Your donations keep us on the air. We appreciate each and every one of you. Keith Allen, For the People, saying all the best. May God bless.